Hey ladies and gents, and welcome back. So today we have something a little different for you. We are not just doing an ordinary pair of shoes, we are doing a pair of Allen Edmonds broged wingtip golf spikes. This is a very traditional pair of golf spikes. I'm a big golfer myself and I've seen the game change a lot. Golf spikes in general have changed, but this is a very traditional pair, and this gentleman actually wants to remove the golf spikes and make them into an everyday pair of shoes that he can wear around. So that is what we're going to do. So let's go. First thing we have to do is remove the spikes. Unfortunately, I did not bring my little spike removal tool from home, so I'm just going to have to do it the rudimentary way and use these. But we will get these unscrewed from here and press on. Alright, so we have all the spikes out, and now all we have to do is start removing the top lifts. And this heel block is actually in really good shape, so we're going to reuse that when we resole. All right, let's get this heel block off. Alright, so we have the soles off, and it's pretty cool. As you can see, there's this little metal plate that holds on the screw shafts for the cleats. Kind of different. But one of the other things that I noticed, especially for you Allen Edmonds lovers out there, so most Allen Edmonds, because it's a 360-degree welt, when you put the heel block on, that's when you put the nails in, and the nails go through the heel block and into the sole, and that's all Allen Edmonds generally uses. On this shoe, they did that same thing, but then you can also see all the little nails here that are coming up through the inside. And what we're going to do is I'll have to pull out this liner and then take all those out. But again, you can see just how many nails they use to hold on. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why that's really needed. Maybe just the extra durability, because maybe if you're in your golf swing, you just want to have a little bit more grip to make sure you're holding that heel on. But just thought I'd throw that out there, just something a little bit different. Let's go. All right, so one of the things I noticed when I was removing the cork is on most Allen Edmonds dress shoes, they normally use a veg-tanned insole. It's just one continuous piece. But on these golf spikes, they actually use, as you can see, it is almost like a compressed paper. And that's what they use for the bottom half. But then when you look on the inside, let me show you this one, it's actually like a leather board on the actual inside of the insole. So just something a little bit different than what you normally see on Allen Edmonds. Alright guys, so we have the cork set up in this pair of shoes. We took out all the old cork, replaced it with the fresh stuff. We did again use the hot cork, and that kind of brings me to another conversation piece that I'll talk about really quickly. Some people ask, what's the difference between the hot cork and just the standard, cork that you can cut out and put in there? And we use both here. For the longest time, we used just the standard cork. We would cut out, fit in there, and glue it in. And then we came across the hot cork, and we've been using that a lot as well. But either of them are going to be fine. When you put the hot cork in, you do have to be a little bit more careful when you're applying it. Just, you don't want to pile it up, and it's easy to overdo it. But again, if you know what you're doing, and again, that's why you use the hot iron. When you're pressing along and you run it, it kind of wants to smooth it out and push off any of the excess. So I know I've kind of heard both stories of the pros and cons of it. And again, we really like the hot cork. When we do shoes, we're working on a lot of shoes at one time. We don't just work on one set of shoes, all day long. So what we'll do is we'll take all the cork out of the shoes, recork them all with the hot cork, give it, several hours to dry, and then by the time we're done, we're ready to go back to that first pair and begin working our way back. So anyways, just a quick differences between the hot cork and the standard cork and which ones we use. But let's get these soles put on. All right, so we have the shoes stitched, and one of the things that I want to point out, especially for a lot of the folks that haven't seen our videos in the past, is what I like to use are a lot of the oak bark tanned leather soles like JR that we have on here, or Baker, or some, one of the other brands that we have. The way that they're tanned, it just really brings out a really pretty color when it's resoled, and especially when you start to rub on that leather sole. So what we do is we like to take this little oak dowel rod, and after we've stitched the shoe and it's a little bit wet, we'll rub that on there, and it really brings out a beautiful patina looking color. So that's what we're going to do here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, folks, so that just about does it. But as a quick reminder, if you want to send your shoes or boots to us to be refurbished, you can definitely do that. Just check out the link down below, potterandsons.com. You can also find a large variety of shoe care products on there as well. So again, definitely check it out, and I'll also put a small discount code for you folks down there as well. All right, so we have completed this conversion of the Allen Edmonds golf spikes. Again, this gentleman wanted to get rid of golf spikes and go to an everyday type of wear shoe, and that's what we did. So we got rid of the golf spikes, we put on JR leather soles. He also wanted to have those pop a little bit with some orange stitching, and we added that. And then to finish them off, he wanted to go with Vibram rubber top lifts, and that's what we did. Outside of that, I think the shoes look great, and he'll be able to wear those a lot more often. All right, folks, if you have any comments or anything, definitely leave them down below. And as always, we'd very much appreciate it if you'd give us a quick thumbs up, just to let YouTube know that you are enjoying this channel and this video. Also, subscribe to our channel down below. Again, we are moving very soon, and once we get into our new place, we're going to start having some changes and really try to take things to the next level for you guys. So definitely subscribe to our channel and maybe leave some comments down below of not only on this video, but also what you might want to see once we get into the new place. So again, thank you very much for joining us, and until next time, have a great day.